everyone, and welcome to A Stitch in Time. Today is Wednesday, November 30th, 2022, and this is episode 238. I'm Carol. My Ravelry name is Knits and Pearls, and I live east of Vancouver in the Fraser Valley of British Columbia, Canada. I hope you're all doing well and that you've had a good week. I have been busily trying to complete some things before December begins tomorrow. And as a result, I have several finished projects to share with you today. But before I do that, just a quick reminder that the Year of the Stash Make-Along is still taking place in the A Stitch in Time podcast Ravelry group. If you have completed some socks for the October Personal Sock Yarn Club, but have not yet posted them in the FO thread, be sure you do that by midnight tonight your time. And I will be drawing prizes for that and for the November portion of the general Year of the Stash chatter thread on my next regular episode. All right, to show you what I've been working on. So I did show these partially completed last week. These are the Fairy Light Socks by Winnick Mum. I want to thank my UK friends for telling me the proper pronunciation of what looks like Winwick. I actually went to school with someone with the last name of Winwick, so maybe that's just how we pronounce it here. But in the UK, it is pronounced Winnick. And apparently Winnick Mum has, well, I could see from looking at Ravelry that she had designed a number of patterns for West Yorkshire spinners, but apparently she's also designed some of the yarns, so that's really cool. I am going to definitely have to go and check out her blog. I think it would be interesting. In any case, I had initially planned just to knit the socks with the main yarn and then just use the red for some coordinating heels. But I had received the Fairy Lights pattern free when I ordered this yarn, and when I saw it again, I thought, oh, why not add the red to the cuffs and toes also? And I'm really glad I did. I think they look very festive and perfect for Christmas time. So as I mentioned, I loosely followed the pattern. I had the same cast on stitches for one of the sizes, but it's my usual 64 stitch, and I normally do a 2x2 rib, which is what the pattern called for. But then I went ahead and just did my own numbers for the heel flap and the rounded toe, because I know what fits my foot. So why don't I bring this in a little bit closer, let you see this lovely fun yarn. So Fairy Lights is, I don't think I said, these are knit from West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. This is the Fairy Lights colorway, which is $8.49, and then this is Cayenne Pepper, which is $5.10. So yes, looking forward to wearing them in December. All right, finished project number 2 is the Brighten Up Cowl by Lisa K. Ross of Paper Daisy Creations. Here it is. I knit this one for my son's girlfriend for Christmas, and I used Sweet Georgia Yarns Party of 5 mini set in the Coffee Date colorway. I had originally cast this on in October with a different color order, and then when I started knitting the main portion of the cowl, I decided that I wanted to switch things up. I didn't think I was going to like the results the way I had originally pictured the colors, and so I ripped it right back to nothing and recast on, and so this is the final result, and I'm really glad I did what I did. I think it looks better this way than what it would have looked like. So that is the front, and then this is what the back looks like. I have now knit 4 of these. I just love this pattern, and I like that it's easy to knit. It's got enough going on that it's interesting. I like how easy it is to wear. Just slip it on over your head. What's great about it is it's light enough and easy enough to wear that you could put it on over a t-shirt and just wear it around the house when you need a little bit of extra warmth. But it's also goes nicely under a coat to wear outside. So hopefully she likes it. As I mentioned before, she has a dress the shade of yellow, and I just thought with the blues in it, it would be easy to wear with jeans. And yeah, I just thought this color palette would suit her. So I'm hoping she likes it. I guess we'll see. As I mentioned last week, I've been eyeing up this kind of middle section as an idea for a scrappy Afghan square, and I'm still thinking about that. I think I might make up a couple of samples, one using a dark outside border color and one using a light one, and then just playing with color. I just think it would be really fun. So we'll see where that goes. I'm not sure how much time I'll have to do that coming up, but maybe that's something to think about for the new year, along with everything else. I am wearing this t-shirt today in honor of our first real snowfall. There used to be a lot more glitter on it, and it just reminds me of bare trees in winter. And I don't want to be out of frame when I'm talking. I'm also wearing my snowmelt shawl. This is a pattern by Helen Stewart of Curious Handmade, and I just finished this off a few months ago from Brighten Dye Works half skein set of the winter palette colorway. And I have been wearing this quite often lately in the mornings and evenings over my pajamas as just an extra layer of warmth. But yeah, I was just a little chilled and I thought it looked good with this t-shirt, so I slipped it on to record. So I'll give you another little bit of a better look. I think it is so pretty. This is one of my most favorite things I have ever made. I just think it's beautiful. And finally, some finished projects. I have something really fun to show you. So Linda, who is LME Call on Ravelry, she's part of the A Stitch in Time podcast Ravelry group, and also the Brighten Dye Works group. And she has been making knitted baubles, Christmas tree ornaments. And they just looked like so much fun that I decided to give it a try myself at her urging. And so that seems like all I've been doing for the last couple of days is making baubles. So you use a plastic Christmas tree ornament. So I thought I had some around that I had used before as like put them in a bowl as a centerpiece for Christmas, but I must have given them away because I couldn't find them. But I went to the store and I bought this big thing of them. That's the smallest container I could find. I was looking for white ones, but I'm actually glad that I picked up silver. I wasn't able to find white. And they come in 3 different things. There's these kind of matte ones, these more shiny ones, and then these glittery ones. And at first I thought I wouldn't be able to use these, but they actually look really cool. So I'll show you what I've been doing. So the first one, the pattern I'm using is 12 Days of Baubles by Stacy Lewis. And she has several different collections of baubles. I purchased the 1, 2, and 3 of the 12 Days of Baubles. So there's 4 patterns in each collection. But she has, I think, sparkly baubles and cozy baubles. She's just got tons of patterns. I'll leave a link to her designer page on Ravelry in the show notes, which I never am good about saying. You can look below the video, and there's show notes and also links to the Ravelry group and my Ravelry profile and my blog there. In any case, she recommends that you knit one in stockinette as a gauge swatch. And so I did go down from the suggested needle size. She suggests 2.25, so I used a 2mm needle because I tend to be a loose knitter, and that turned out to be just perfect. And you just use fingering weight scraps. So this was my first one. So you cast on and you work your way down, and just a few rows before the end, you slip the ball into your knitting, and then you knit around and you close up the bottom. They do not take very long. They are about 40 rows each. The most stitches you ever work with at a time is 54, and the least is 18. So they do not take long. I have been working them on magic loop. I have one in progress I'll show you in a minute. But that was the first one. And then with this yarn, I had bought, these were 3 colors of Fiddly Dye Works that I had made a shawl out of. And so I just thought, because they looked so nice together, that I would do 3 with that kind of went together with the 3 different colors. So this was the second one that I made, and I put one of those glittery balls in so you can see the sparkles through the eyelet holes there, the lace holes. And then last night and this morning I did this one that has kind of evergreen tree lace on it, and I put that one over one of the shiny balls so that the shiny part would show through the lace. So we are going over to a friend's house on Saturday and having dinner with them and another couple, and so I'm going to gift a set of 3 to one couple, and then a set of 3 to another, and then we're also going to take a bottle of wine for each. But I thought that would be a nice little add-on to a Christmas gift. So I have made one out of the other collection. So this one I also did on a sparkly one, and this lace is actually supposed to go inside out, but I really liked how this side looked, and so I decided to stick with it. So I have that one made for this set, and then I have begun one that is a twisted rib out of this green, and then I'm also going to do one that has cables on it out of just an off-white. So the red, white, and the green will go together. So yeah, I've just about, I think I'm about I don't know, what am I? About a third of the way through this one. So this one, whoops, I just lost my, 1 second. I've just been keeping track of my rows with this row counter. And this looks really small because it is a twisted rib. I don't know if I think the light will catch it there. That's pretty good. So yeah, if I stretch it out, you can see it better. Let's see if I... So there it is over the top of the ornament, and then hopefully there, I think that light picks it up pretty well. And then this one, in the middle of it has a row of eyelets that goes around it. And so I'm actually going to use one of the shiny balls for this one so that that shine will show through the lace holes. And I'm just going to save these for the more solid ones. So yeah, that has been so fun. They are all I want to knit right now. They're just really fun. I have so many ideas for other ones. So I do plan to make some more. I thought this would be a good gift for our 2 members of our curling team. Traditionally, we've exchanged sort of small gifts at Christmas time, so that maybe some lottery tickets and a little ornament would be good. We also have a tradition in our family that we call Christmas pie. And we used to do it after dinner at Christmas dinner. And you would have, once we knew who all would be attending, we would draw names and you'd have to get a $5 or under gift for that person. And it's definitely gotten harder as the years have gone on because things are more expensive. So I thought this would be a good thing. And I meant to dig it out. I have some leftovers of the Christmas pie colorway that I knit some socks from. It's from Fiber Nymph Dye Works. And I thought it would be fun to make some of the baubles with the Christmas pie yarn and gift them for Christmas pie. So that is my intention. And maybe I'll just knit some up for myself, maybe some family. That would be maybe a good thing to put in the stockings on Christmas morning. I don't know. We'll see how much time I have, and we'll see if I get tired of them. But right now, I'm just enjoying them so much. You can work them up in just, I don't know, a couple, 2 to 3 hours. I haven't really sat down and knit one straight through. I just kind of work on a bit here and there. I cast on this one kind of, I think, 10 o'clock-ish last night and finished it this morning. Like, looks neat, doesn't it? The way the colors are kind of striping up. So yeah, they don't take a very long time, and they're very satisfying. All right, that is it for projects. So as for what's up and coming, besides knitting more Christmas baubles, I tomorrow am going to cast on my December socks for the Personal Sock Yarn Club. I showed you the yarn last week. I've got it all caked up in my ugly Christmas sweater bag. So that is another West Yorkshire Spinners colorway. It is number, oh, I didn't write it down, 886, I think, Hollyberry. So there's the label for the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. So it looks like this. And then I'm also going to do coordinating, I think, heels, toes, and cuffs. Because I was thinking that I have about half a skein left of the fairy lights. And if I do that, I'll have about half a skein left of this. And I thought I would give the rest of that and the rest of the red to our daughter-in-law, who has learned to knit last year, I guess. And started knitting socks this year. So I thought she might enjoy knitting up some Christmas socks for herself. There's enough for a small pair of socks. I have fairly small feet. I only wear I wear about 6.5 or 7. I think that's would be US, Canadian. And I like a 7-inch cuff, so as long as you don't have your foot too long, you can get, if you do the heels, toes, and cuffs in a different yarn, you can get 2 pairs of socks out of 100-gram skein. I'm using my beautiful David's teacup again. I don't feel like it's too early this week considering it's December tomorrow. Yeah, I just feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. I have been looking forward to December 1st so much this year. I cannot wait to open my Advents. I showed you last week that I had a 4-skein set from Sweet Fiber Yarns. I ordered a David's Tea 24 days of tea, and that arrived a few days ago. And unfortunately, I am still waiting on my Fiber Nymph Dye Works Holiday Countdown collection. Tracking shows it's still stuck in customs in Toronto. Whether that's accurate or not, I don't know. But I'm kind of lost hope that I'm going to have it by tomorrow, but I'm crossing fingers that it does arrive soon. So I gave some more thought to Vlogmas, and I decided that I am going to record every day or as often as I can, but instead of focusing on sort of what I'm doing throughout the day the way I have in the past, I'm just going to each day open my Advents, share what's inside of all of those, and then I decided that since I have this well-stocked collection of Christmas and winter socks that I'm going to be wearing every day. I just realized that this is from my old sheet set or something, $21.99. There, you can see them better there. Anyway, I thought what I would do each day is talk about the pair of socks I'm going to wear that day. And so my Vlogmas episodes, I'm estimating, will probably be about 10 minutes long, and I might also just sort of talk briefly about my plans for the day and maybe show you something that I'm working on now and then. But in general, Vlogmas is going to be about Advents and what socks I'm wearing today, and tell you a little bit about them, you know, the yarn and when I made them, the pattern if applicable, things like that. So if you're interested, you can watch for Vlogmas starting tomorrow. Last night I sat down and picked sort of the beginning, the intro and the outro, and then I went ahead and did up thumbnails for all 24 days and also created episodes with the correct date in the intros for every day, so that when I go ahead to edit them each day, some of the work has already been done. So now that I've got all that in place, I am really looking forward to tomorrow opening up the Advents that I do have and seeing how this format works. We had snow, I think I mentioned that. So we had our first real snowfall, began sort of late yesterday afternoon and snowed overnight and had quit by the morning. I'd say that we got about 6 inches here. It was quite windy to start with, so it's hard to tell because of, you know, how it was drifted, but I would guess about 6 inches. But by this morning it had warmed up quite a bit, so my husband had cleared our driveway more or less this morning when he left for work. So I went out sort of mid-morning. The sun was shining. I finished clearing off my car and I kind of tidied up the driveway, and then also got rid of all the snow that was in the very front, right where the street is, where the snowplow had gone by. I always like the driveway to be as clear as possible. It figures I was about maybe 2 shovels full short of completing the driveway when the snowplow went by again and had put more in, but at least it wasn't very much because I'd already taken care of the bulk of it, so it just took me a couple more minutes to finish. But yeah, the timing could not have been worse, unless I guess if I had finished and gone inside, then it would have been worse. So I guess I should be grateful he went by when he did. So yeah, it was just really fun to see the snow falling for real. We've just had a couple of, you know, little flurries. The other morning we woke up to a very, very light dusting. Basically it was just in the gardens where it was, I guess, a little bit colder and stayed. Yesterday it was quite cold, and so when it did start snowing, it stuck right away. I continue to do some childcare this past week. Both Friday and Monday turned out to be no school for kids. Our, I guess, well, it was kind of a last minute thing telling me about Friday and asking if I could watch our granddaughter all day, which I did. And then I think it was Sunday, I got this text to say, oh no, they don't have school tomorrow either. Can you watch her again? And I'd been talking to a teacher friend over the weekend, and she had said something about Monday, and I'd meant to ask our daughter about it and forgotten. So anyway, our granddaughter came here again on Monday, and I watched her. And I was supposed to pick her up from school yesterday and today, but our daughter is unfortunately not feeling very well, so she is homesick, and so I didn't have to go pick her up. And it worked out so well, because on Monday I'm looking ahead to the forecast and thinking, oh no, I hope that the snow doesn't arrive until I'm home on Tuesday evening. And then I was thinking, and I hope it's a snow day on Wednesday and that they can bring her here in the morning. I really don't like driving in snow. I could do it, I just don't like it. So as it turned out, the snow arrived after I would have been home anyway yesterday, and then they did have a snow day today, and because our daughter is at home, I didn't have to look after our granddaughter. So it worked out really well, and that is why I had time to record today. Other than that, I think I mentioned it last episode that we are taking part in a charity volleyball event on Saturday, which we did do. We were supposed to play 3 games that lasted about 40 minutes, but another team backed out at the last minute, so we filled in for one of their spots, so we ended up playing 4 games. It was really fun. I think there were 9 of us for most of the games. There was 1 game or 2 games, I think, where somebody had to go off and do something else. So we just rotated. We had 6 players and just rotated. And if the score thing was at your end of the court, then you'd kind of keep score while you were taking your, while you were sitting out. It was really, really fun. We haven't done that for a few years. It was good, not only just to play volleyball again, and I say play loosely. We're not very good, and we just do it for fun. When we used to, a group of us used to meet at a school gym once a week over the sort of fall, winter, and just play. Just play for fun, not even keep score until like the very end, and that was just for fun too. But we haven't done that for a number of years now, and so anyway, it was fun to play again, and it was for a good cause, so that's always a good thing. And then we went out after to a pub and had a drink and a bite to eat, so very, very enjoyable Saturday. And then Sunday we did some shopping, I guess, shopping and grocery shopping, and then just took the rest of the day easy. One of the things we did or have been doing this past week, which brings me to my something good, is we've been watching the Beatles Get Back. So yes, we are very late to the party. I can't remember exactly when it came out, but it's been months ago now. We did not have the Disney Plus channel to watch it on, and a few months ago, an offer came up with my phone company that I could get a several month free trial for Disney Plus. So I signed up for the only reason I signed up was to watch this documentary. And then I never got around to watching it. So my free trial is up on December 10th. So I was saying to my husband, we got to watch this now. And so it's long. I think the whole thing is, I think it's like 9 or 10 hours or something like that. It's long, and it's broken down into 3 parts, and we've just been watching it for, you know, a little bit here and a little bit there. So I think we're about halfway through part 2. So we're gonna have to make a point maybe this evening, because I shouldn't have anything taking up my time this evening, and so maybe we'll watch some more of it tonight and over the weekend. Anyway, yeah, that's my something good. So, that brings this episode to a close. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Yeah, like I say, Vlogmas starts tomorrow, so keep your eye out for those episodes. And then I am planning to do, I would like to do at least a couple of regular episodes before Christmas. And I also want to do sort of a special episode talking a little bit about the make-alongs for next year. I also like to do sort of plans for the new year, so there may be a couple of special episodes sprinkled in there. It's hard to say. It really is just going to depend on how this month unfolds and how much time I have to do them. But at the very least, I do hope to record Vlogmas every day and then have at least a couple of episodes before Christmas. So if you're doing Vlogmas, let me know if you're a new to me podcast, because, well, I guess you wouldn't necessarily know if you're new to me, but if you are a podcaster, let me know if you're doing Vlogmas, or let me know you're a podcaster, and I'd love to check out your regular episodes too. I'm looking forward to watching other people's Vlogmas, yeah, I think I'm just rambling now. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see some of you again tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next regular episode, where I will announce some winners for the Year of the Stash. So take care until then, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.